Hello and welcome to the Kit Plus TV news supported by OpenGear, the industry standard platform of choice for modular signal processing. This week follows our trip over to ISC in Barcelona.
Yes, we were kept busy around the halls and you can see all the interviews on this link and of course it's in the description below too.
Mr. MXF is back this week with the first part of his AI series where he looks at machine learning and the much discussed subject of ChatGPT. Before that though, let's get started with this week's news.
Object Matrix have been acquired by Datacore Software, where their appliances and cloud offerings will become part of the Datacore Periphery portfolio that specialises in delivering end-to-end application-centric solutions for edge and high-growth markets, including, of course, media and entertainment.
EMG has chosen Leader multi-screen rasterizing waveform monitors for integration into 3 new OB vehicles. A total of 16 LV7300 rasterizers supplied by Leader channel partner Thameside TV will be used for master reference during live transmissions and related post-production.
EditShare has delivered 2 large-scale EFS storage network systems alongside Flow workflow tools to clients in the UAE. The regional broadcaster based in Abu Dhabi, NBC Group, needed to boost production workflows at its facilities and has now implemented its first EditShare EFS storage network. Again, redundancy was important with 2 alternative locations and an ARC tape archive maintained in synchronization by the Flow asset management software that resides on the EditShare storage network.
Una has announced that it has formed a strategic partnership with VoiceQ to streamline the script adaptation, editing and voice recording process for their respective clients. The partnership aims to offer VoiceQ's dubbing capabilities within Una's integrated platform.
Sonnet Technologies has announced the McCuff Studio mounting bracket for Apple Mac Studio computers. The McCuff Studio is ideal for use in businesses, schools and at home, enabling users to move their computers off the top of their desks, secure them in place under the desk, shelf or table and still have easy access to the ports and power switch.
Let's take a quick break there and head over to Mr. MXF.
How does machine learning really work? Well, today's AI tools are really sophisticated machine learning engines that bring together a number of techniques that convince us that they're intelligent. Well, that is until they go wrong. Now, you might use a technique called supervised training. Here, you build a model with many features of your input data. For example, you might get your intern to mark the X and Y coordinates of the eyes on 1,000,000 photos. You train your model on 800,000 of those photos and then use the rest to see whether the model predicts the position of the eyes correctly. If it gets it wrong, you go back and you tweak your model until it works. In unsupervised training, you tell your model to group the images into, say, 2 clusters of similar things. If half the pictures show lions and half the picture shows zebras, then maybe your model's working. If half of them show sunny days and half show cloudy days, maybe it's not extracting what you think it's extracting. Now, today's poster child is ChatGPT, the Chat Generative Pre-Training Transformer, which takes a well-trained model with lots of correlated data off the internet and transforms the concepts into well-formed speech in your favorite language. This technique allows it to summarize virtually anything that you can find on the internet into a confident and coherent response. Now, luckily, everything that we find on the internet is truthful and accurate, and includes things like this fine painting by Dal-E entitled Simon Tillier reading the news in the style of Edvard Munch's The Scream.
Thanks, Mr. MXF. Certainly a subject that's very much in the news right now, and we'll have more on ChatGPT next week.
Brilliant, yeah, and maybe that Google one as well, you never know.
Bard.
Bard, there you go. Bolin Technology has introduced dual stream Dante AV PTZ cameras making their debut at ISE 2023 last week. The new D412UH and D220UH are the first PTZ cameras in the AV over IP industry to offer simultaneous hardware and software codec streaming to multiple endpoints, providing total flexibility in network bandwidth and image quality selection.
Yeah, that was the first time we'd spoken to Bolin last week at IC. And Matt went in depth with Tim there. The link's on screen. We'll actually be chatting to them at NAB as well to find out even more about their products. Now, CJP Broadcast Service Solutions has formed a partnership agreement with Aoto Electronics. The agreement sees CJP providing installation, service and support for Aoto screens as part of a complete turnkey service for virtual production systems.
Yeah, and Matthews Studio Equipment has released the new Gator Buddy. It's a professional tool that helps shooters work with bounce and fill cards and will increase productivity on the job. It features a steel base and 4 tent caster wheels, so it can glide around the studio, then easily lock safely in place to facilitate lighting adjustments.
Yeah, it looks pretty solid, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Playbox Technology has enhanced its OTT stream content management system product with a fully integrated, highly automated ad server. Whether the streaming service is an alternative delivery platform for a broadcaster or a new service from a content owner, it means that advertising revenues can be maximised through precise ad placement.
NAB in Las Vegas will be upon us before we know it, and this is the first news, I think, about the show, where InSync Technology is celebrating its 20th birthday. They're on booth C2013. They'll be doing demonstrations that focus on the advances in quality and its algorithms, ensuring that fine detail is preserved in even the most challenging content, such as fast-moving sports.
Yeah, Frame Forwarder is InSync's flagship solution, and it delivers industry-leading motion compensated frame rate and format conversion. This is available as a standalone solution or embedded into products from other leading vendors.
Spectralogic has announced a partnership with Wasabi Technologies, the hot cloud company that integrates Wasabi cloud storage with the Spectra Veil unified data management solution. With the integration, Spectra Veil customers can now take advantage of Wasabi's low-cost storage service with no fees for egress or API requests to further optimise data storage costs and accessibility across cloud and on-premise infrastructure.
Yeah, if you want to find out about hot cloud, then do a Google search. I did need to.
Yeah, I think we need Mr. MXF to tell us what hot cloud is versus
Versus a cold cloud.
There you go.
Playbox Neo has announced a further expansion to the software connectivity of its television channel branding and studio playout servers, with support now provided for the Arion News systems from S News Broadcast Solutions.
More on PTZs, with Sony expanding its lineup of cameras with the addition of 2 4K models with built-in AI analytics. The SRG A40 and SRG A12 cameras automatically and consistently track and naturally frame presenters regardless of movement or posture for seamless content creation and control, all without operating a computer.
The Sundance Film Festival, which took place in January, was supported by Atomos with onboard monitoring and recording using the Ninja 5 and Atomos Connect for the festival daily recap and videos distributed in theatres and across its social media channels.
Yeah, capturing special festival moments that play at screening venues and social channels the next morning is a complex task that required 13 camera crews, each with a producer and camera operator. All of the crews used a combination of wired connectivity where available and Wi-Fi over a bonded cellular network. Atomos equipment was used with Adobe's Camera to Cloud C2C workflow powered by Frame.io, which created efficiencies in the post-production process, of course, allowing for edits to commence earlier than at previous festivals.
Yeah, we've recently become a big fan of the Atomos Connect Camera to Cloud workflow. You can check out how we used the Shogun Connect ISC last week. Again, the video link's on screen and you can also see it in the description below.
Disguise has released the latest version of Designer, its pioneering software for testing, editing and controlling real-time graphics. Whether it's for an LED virtual production stage or a projection mapped building, Designer's new APIs will let developers easily build custom solutions for everything from camera calibration to colour control, enabling simplified workflows for complex visualizations on the Disguise platform.
Yeah, we did another video with Disguise at ISE. It's currently our top viewed clip, apparently.
Okay.
So do check that out, where they've done 2 videos. One of them is a booth tour, which is really cool. The International Jana Rally, a rally racing event based in Austria, made rally car racing broadcast history this year with the help of DeGiro's smart blending technology and local technical AV specialist broadcast professional AV. 3 rally cars were equipped with DeGiro Engo 265 mobile video transmitters for the 3-day event. 2 Engos were placed at various start and finish lines, and additional Engos was connected to a drone. The live camera feeds were transmitted by the DeGiro devices over bonded cellular back to a production hub.
TSL is helping broadcasters migrate to IP infrastructures with the introduction of the MPA-1 Mix Net. Building on the success of its MPA-1 Mix family of monitor devices, the Mix Net extends functionality to ST2110 AOIP networks. The one new monitor unit provides 64 channels through a 1 gig AOIP connection, and a further 64 MADI channels with an optional MADI SFP to provide users access to a maximum of 128 inputs.
NewTek has strengthened its line of control panels with the all-new Flex. With Flex, operators can now take direct control of P2Z devices, audio connections, audio and video mixing, and TalkBack, all connected, of course, with NDI.
Yeah, the features built into Flex gives operators greater precision and control than other than control panels. With the addition of Audio I/O, Flex instantly expands the onboard I/O of any TriCaster with the option to add external sources directly to the NDI ecosystem.
And once again, we did a video with them at ISC where Liam talks all about the Flex and what it can do. Check out the link on screen and in the description below.
The Santos Tour Down Under cycling race was broadcast live from the sky by Australian aerial filming company Flying Features, using LiveView's HD Live video transmission and remote production solution. The feeds were streamed live to their client Gravity Media, with the workflow giving added flexibility and valuable backup path during periods when the RF receive helicopters overhead were refuelling.
LiveView's LU600 field unit was used on the helicopter with external static antennas fixed to the outside of the helicopter. The aerial footage complemented Gravity's live coverage of the ground across the almost 1,000 kilometre course.
VisRT has announced the creation of an enterprise media asset management business unit for customers of its flagship MAM system, VisOne. Used by many of the world's biggest broadcasters and media organisations, VisOne is a critical and central piece in media workflows and infrastructure to better serve its MAM customers, maximise value and deliver tailored MAM solutions based on its needs. VisRT has formed the Enterprise MAM Business Unit.
Synergy has partnered with Pulsar Media, and together they supply cost-effective but highly functional content management and delivery systems for the local market. The geography of Slovenia means that cable television is often the best way to reach consumers, and the country has a large number of relatively small operators. Each needs local playout and asset management service, and Synergy is a popular choice because of its rich feature set and its very high reliability. The Synergy Air Pro platform also allows live interventions in playlist, adding to the perceived quality of the output.
That's all for the news this week. Take a look at the ISC playlist on our YouTube channel and don't forget to subscribe so you get to watch all the latest updates from events and news shows like this. Thanks for watching. See you next time.